Alright guys, I have a feeling today could be a pretty bumpy ride. We're going to go far out into the country, pick up my Bobcat T-180, which we left out at the Hoarder's farm back in the woods. And it's been sitting there for 4 months. And let's just see what we're going to be dealing with today. Hey Siri, what's the temp out?
It's minus 15 degrees outside.
Yeah, minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit. This should be a pretty interesting day. Just to see if we can fire it up. And it's broken on top of it. It's got a new drive motor in one side. The other side, it doesn't have a new drive motor. And it's popping and whirring and clicking, and it really should just go right into the shop and get redone before it totally goes out. But of course, no, we're going to try to go deconstruct a boulder retaining wall with it first. Why not? That makes total sense, doesn't it? Well, that's what we're going to do. So let's just do it. All right. Before we drag a trailer out in the woods, I think that might be having a little bit of too much high hopes. I was just saying, before we drag a trailer out in the woods, I think that's having a little bit of too much high hopes.
Yeah.
I think we need to plow our way back to where the skiddy is, because it's deep in the woods.
Is it?
And then we got to just see if we can start it. If we can start it and get it to the road, then I'll come back and grab the trailer. And that'll give that just enough time to warm up and run and hopefully move.
Yeah.
Let's go see if we can find Frankie first. Negative 26. But at least it warmed up to negative 15 now. Hey, you want to follow us out there? I just figured I'd not even bother with the trailer because I don't know if it's gonna start. Right. Do you have any starting fluid by any chance?
Yeah, I just got the grab it.
All right, we'll stop. Okay. Should I just meet you out at the Hoarder's place?
Yeah, before you drive back there though, wait, so make sure I get back there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to plow a little bit out to get in, right? See that barn there? That's the first time I've seen it covered in snow. Does that look like it's got a smiley face on it?
Yeah, it totally does.
I'd never seen that before. Well, you know, snow makes things change. All right, we got snow piled up. We tried to drive in. That didn't work. We got stuck, hung up right away. So we're gonna plow our way in and hopefully be able to just drive up the rest of the way. We'll find out how that goes, right? So let's make our entrance now. Drink of the day, you guys. Yeah, I am sicker than a pup. Drink of the day, I'm going to show you. This is probably one of the most important things I've ever done in my life. They don't pay me a dime. They don't know I exist, but I love their stuff. Super nutritious and amazingly delicious. And I switched to it maybe 9-10 years ago, and I still drink it every morning to this day. It's called Plant Fusion Complete Meal. It's got 13 superfoods, 21 whole food vitamins, mega fatty acids, probiotics, greens and fibers, and it's on Amazon. And I'll put a link to it, and if I forget, one of you guys remind me. And I'll show you exactly at the end of the video how I make this. It's so good. She just went. Oh man, I can't believe she did it that well. New tires, guys, and we're gonna test that deep in the woods in an upcoming video. I think I need my... It should be alive. Just...
Hold on, Frankie. I got it made.
You just got no room to get in there.
Oh, and it's kind of gets it on the bolt here.
And they got the battery right down on the bottom where it's the closest, where it's just freezing.
I can't get this fucking one in there either.
I'm gonna try to pop it every now and then. Why, you wiggle it. Maybe that'll help. Okay. So this is what we got going on. We still got glow plugs going right there. Nada. So we're gonna turn it off. We'll turn it on. What we want to do is we want to cycle through the glow plugs. Put my secret code in. Turn it on. All right, just let me go through this glow plug cycle. I've gone through that about 15. Yeah, just let me go through the glow plug cycle real quick. All right, here we go. And that was it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go through another glow plug cycle though. I'm not letting that stop. Your starting fluid is froze up. I think that's what I did.
I got another can.
I just heard him say.
I think it's a can malfunction.
Even starting fluid doesn't want to start when it says cold.
Hey, fire.
Wait, let me get through the glow plugs. You're not supposed to use glow plugs and starting fluid at the same time. That's not good. Make sure you guys know that. All right, that was all we had on that one.
Yep.
So what I'm doing is I'm just sitting in there.
That was it.
What you don't see in between is I just cycle.
Yeah, I'd say let's let her charge for 5-10 minutes.
Then the starting fluid kind of evaporates. Yeah.
I know, but I can smell it inside here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I like that smell. You guys like that smell?
Yeah.
I do too. Right. So I'm not alone. Because I like the smell of gasoline and I like the smell of starting fluid. And once in a great while, I like the smell of diesel fuel. Well, not very often though.
I also like the smell of silage, horse manure.
All right, that's all she wrote on that one. Let's let her charge. I think we might get it if we have some patience.
I don't like the smell of chicken manure or pig manure. No way.
Oh,
Horse manure is sweet.
Okay, here we go.
Woo! Dang it.
That's the closest we came yet.
No, I've cycled through the glow plugs at least 45, 50 times.
Nope, we're gonna let her charge for a bit. A little bit of a development. You see that front plow? When you're backing up, the wings hook the snowbanks and then it turns the truck for you in ways that you may not necessarily want it to turn. So as I was backing up, my front plow caught and it didn't make a difference what I was doing with the steering wheel. The truck was doing what it wanted to do. So we're gonna build a turnaround and drive out and plow our way out again because I don't want to go in the ditch out here. Not at this town.
So we could not get the Bobcat to start. And even if it would have started, the fuel would have probably been gelled up pretty quickly anyway. So we just said, We're going to plan B. But first, before we can scoot out, we got to get out. I tried to back down the same trail I went down, but my plow caught and put my rear end right in a ditch. But thank goodness we got the new tires on, and we're gonna be taking these babies out into the woods and really putting them to a test in an upcoming video. This is one of those places where having a V-plow right there, you can see where I almost went in the ditch, where having a V-plow is just what you need.
The dogs are out. Alex's dogs. Alex's little puppy is the black one. Her name's Lucy. Mine with the coat on, her name is Lucy. Lucy's talking to the other Lucy's. And that's Daisy, mama pup. Mama dog, that's her pup. Lucy, that's enough. That's enough. All right, you guys. Well, our goal was not to see if we could fire up that Bobcat for this video. That wasn't the goal. That was going to help us get what we wanted to do done, which is deconstruct this wall down here. So we're rebuilding pretty much the entire cabin. We had to change the roof line up above so that we could get snow to shed, but this entire roof was pretty flat going down this way. What happened is it dumped all the water down here, and so what we were getting was a lot of splashback and rot on this wall. So what we want to do is deconstruct these boulder retaining walls there and there, so we can pull this whole wall apart on the bottom side and rebuild it. I don't know if the cast mini loader would be able to handle boulders that size. Man, I have a feeling that that might not be the smartest move we can make. Let's walk in. So we've got to rebuild this wall. And we've got to rebuild this wall. So that means everything comes out. We're taking the windows out. We're literally rebuilding everything to make it work. Even if I got the cast mini loader, I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling about trying to grab them boulders out of there. So this was one of the steel beams that was inside that held up the roof. We had to heft that out through this window. Are you cold? Are you cold? Should we go in and see if it's warm inside? Y'all want to go in, don't you? All three of you. I know you three. I know you three. Hush. Hi, baby. Who are you going to? Quiet, quiet. So here we've got some character logs, which are going to be going in. We'll show you guys around what some of the plans are. This is going to be totally gutted out, changed around. I'm just showing these guys all the stuff that we're doing in here, Alex. I don't know, I'm gonna try to fire up the mini loader and see if I can move a boulder or two just to give it a go. Because we'll see. I love how Daisy... Hey! Quiet, Lucy. I love how Daisy uses her paws to... So this is all the ceiling material. So this all gets pulled apart and then that gets stained and put up. This area will now become the kitchen. We had to put in we had to support everything from the ground up. So basically what we did, we'll show you here. Kind of one of the interesting things we did was we've got a 2x4 wall on the outside, and then we built a second 2x4 wall on the inside, but we didn't need a 2x8 wall, so we turned them sideways so that we still have the strength. We can insulate it as a 2x6 wall this way, get a little bit of extra insulation out of it and a little bit of extra rigidity out of it. We had a lot of really janky stuff going on up in here, like header beams in the old cabin that didn't actually end on anything. So we'll show you another pretty janky spot. This was my favorite janky spot right here. So if this whole thing looks like it's angled because this portion of the cabin literally angles down, but look, it did angle down. Look at this. This is what we were dealing with, dry rot. That's not a good sign when you can pick your cabin apart with your bare fingers. All right, let's go check it out. Come on, pups. It honestly didn't feel much warmer in there than it does out here, did it?
No. Now I know why Frank told me not even to come up this week, because of that right there. You're just kind of wasting wood. You know, I probably burned 24 logs, 25 logs or so, and it's just not even warm in there at all.
Yeah, it's not even.
I mean, for working, yeah, you can still get in there and work, but I know Frankie says his hands get really cold, you know.
Especially when I'm wearing his gloves. So you guys may or may not know, but diesel engines have glow plugs. And they have a glow plug symbol. And it's going to be right next to that one. That one. See it? The little twirls. When that goes off, that means the glow plugs are done running. I don't think this one runs glow plugs the right way, because these glow plugs should run for 30 seconds. Sometimes on some of them, you can turn the key backwards and intentionally hold the glow plugs. I'm not seeing that where that's an option with this. How did it sound today compared to yesterday?
Worse.
Worse today? Was it giving you this warning up above?
Yeah, every once in a while.
What the heck is that?
I never could figure it out. I would just keep cycling it. As soon as that light went off, I just ignored the alarm and just kept cycling the key, because sometimes it would not do it.
I think Alex, Mother Nature's giving us the day off.
Yeah.
Except it's almost noon. And we've gotten no work done. I think the boulder deconstruction is definitely a fail. I think we're not gonna get anywhere with that one today. Sorry guys, I think that's our video. I think you literally just seen us do everything well, if we wanted to start that, Alex, we could have started that T-180. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know.
I bet I would lay money on it, because all we would have had to do is bring these tarps out.
Oh yeah, and do all that. Yeah, we could have got it running.
Yeah, if we brought the tarps out, then we hooked the exhaust up to the we hooked a what do you call one of them, flex pipes, up to the exhaust of the truck, and then run that in. We could have brought a brush burner in, hooked the exhaust up, tarped it, let it warm up. I guarantee you by the end of the day I could have had that thing running.
Yeah.
But why? But why? Why do that? Why not just wait for it to warm itself up when it's 40 degrees and we'll do the same job later? It doesn't make any sense. Sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. You guys, we just tried. We came 100 miles and we tried. My dad used to always say that's all a steer can do is try, so that's what we did today, is try. He had to explain that one to me. A steer is a castrated bull. It can't do anything. That's a thumbnail right there. That's a thumbnail. Can we get it to fire? And the answer is no. All right, you guys. Well, earlier I was showing you the drink of the day, and now I actually want to show you how I make that, because I think this is arguably one of the most important things I've ever put in my body ever. I do have a severe cold, you guys, but okay, so here's how I make the drink of the day. Go to Walmart and I buy tropical fruit blend, which has pineapple, mango, papaya, and coconut. And I'd use a, what is this, a Ninja, the big cup. Always like the big cup. And I fill her up about half full. My favorite part is the coconut. Some of you guys may not like that because it's chewy. Okay? Then we got to get a little bit of agua in there. I'll fill her up about 3/4 full. Boom. Once we got that, we had this stuff. It's called Plant Fusion Complete Meal. I love the creamy vanilla bean. I've never had a protein drink that tastes quite as good as this one. I hate when I lose my spoon in the bottom. Dang it. It's in there somewhere. It's deep. Oh man, what the heck? Oh man, I can get that to come to the top a little bit. That's what she said. Come on. Right there. I can't hook it. Oh, I got an end. Okay, here you go. One big fat scoop. A little fatter than that. That wasn't fat. Don't get lost in there. Okay. Next up is this stuff. I believe we need collagen. I don't know if I've seen actual results or not. This stuff I can immediately feel. This stuff is more of a guess, but I always stick a scoopful in there and figure I'm getting older. I need that stuff. If I didn't have it, I don't know what would happen. Secret ingredient, MCT oil. This is important, not too much because it'll give you the runs. But this is your brain food, man. Do you guys realize your brain burns as much electricity as a 10-watt light bulb running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And it runs off a specific fuel, and that's a certain kind of fat, and that's found in this stuff. So it's really what you're feeding yourself with this, any MCT oil. I don't care, pick a brand. What you're feeding yourself with that is you're feeding your brain at that point. You're feeding your body and your brain. And this plant fusion stuff has a certain amount of probiotics in it. But, you know, you guys may have an allergy to it. I don't know. Be careful. They're not paying me. I'm just sharing my favorite drink of the world. Alright, I don't blend it very long because I like it chunky. Dang, this is slick now. I must have had some water on it. There we go. And that's it. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, chunky, delicious. That's what goes into it.